morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. Today is Tuesday,
Whoa.
November, what is today? The 9th.
Yes.
Tuesday, November 9th. We are staring down the barrel of Thanksgiving. When do people start preparing for Thanksgiving if you're hosting a Thanksgiving Day dinner, lunch, whatever?
No idea, because I don't do that.
But did your parents host Thanksgiving for the family?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they already started. My mom still has a turkey from last year frozen. I was like,
What?
Mom, you don't need to buy a turkey this year. They're apparently really expensive. She's like, I still have the one from last year that we didn't use.
What? Does it actually stay that well? For that long?
I don't know.
I don't know. I said that well. For that long? That's crazy. The other thing, there's a lot we're going to get to today. Mm-hmm. Okay. First off, we have to figure out if Carla Marie is being scammed or if she indeed did happen upon a free brand new car. What?
You're the worst.
Why? Did you not see the notification that went out?
We need to discuss things before you do it.
Okay. Maybe we won't discuss that. Secondly, I did jump into the NFT world. So we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
And the first thing I want to get to is I just saw this headline come through that apparently in Portugal, they are writing up legislation and passing it through whatever their governing body is in Portugal to make it illegal for your boss to message you outside of work hours.
But what are work hours? I guess every business needs to establish.
I guess you establish it.
Yeah.
These are the hours that you're working. It's also a little different, obviously, that a lot of people are working from home, I would assume, especially in Portugal. Although we did find out when we were in Spain that Portugal has the highest vaccination rate in any country in the world. It was 86%. So maybe things are just back to normal in Portugal and people aren't working from home.
So what happens if your boss messages you? They go to jail?
So I haven't gone through the entire package that they're passing through, but I think it should be allowed, right? I think there should be some wiggle room for a boss to reach out to you because sometimes, bless you,
For emergencies.
sometimes depending on the situation, depending on the job, there might be a reason for a boss to reach out to you. But I think there should be a fee per occurrence, per message or email or call.
And you get it added as a bonus. The camera is cutting off my bun.
I don't know. Sit lower.
No, I can't because I'm your height.
Hold on. And then I got to do this. There. You happy now?
Yeah.
So here's what I think should happen. In America, let's say you make, I don't know, $25 an hour on average at your job.
Okay.
If your boss calls you, you get $50. If your boss emails you or texts you, you get $25.
And
you're not required to respond.
Do you get it in the next paycheck or the end of the year?
I think the next paycheck. Or would you rather accrue it like a piggy bank?
I would like end of year. But then they're going to give it to you as a bonus and take out 40%.
Yeah, or you end up like our job and you don't get any of the bonuses that you qualified for because they let you go before the end of the year. What brand scrunchie is that, Carla Marie?
Beach Waiver. Use code Carla Marie Wave for 10% off.
There you go.
Babes.
What? Go check that out. Fred the Mailman, good morning. Krisha Nicole, good morning. And I wonder how many, because you also have to think from a boss's perspective, right? There are times, and not that we were a boss, but when we had producers or co-hosts, there were things that we would have to message about. So now I think to myself, okay, how many of those messages could not wait till the morning, till we saw everybody?
I feel like if there was something that but it was never work stuff. It was often like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell you guys what happened.
Which we could have waited for. But then, but we were also all friends at the time. So there was that familiarity and texting friends. So I wonder how we would make this work.
Texting versus boss is different because I don't have to listen to my coworker.
Yeah, but sometimes they still message you about work-related things, and that could ruin your day away from work. No. Whether or not they're coworkers or a boss.
I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this, though.
For now, we don't.
You don't need to text me after work hours.
No, but you know what? Okay. this is not a work text, but Carla Marie did something yesterday. Oh wait, did we get the hype train? Hype train success? Did we get through hype train level 5?
It said success. So
Yeah, but no, level 4 completed. We did not complete level 5.
So no shots today.
No shots.
Actually,
But thank you to everyone who got us through hype train level 4. It's still very much
I
appreciated.
saw a lot of subs coming through.
Yeah. 17 subs according to the thing on the
Damn.
screen right now.
I feel like I never get to see that part for some reason.
I don't know. But thank you to everyone who got us through that part because that does help us a lot. So we appreciate it. And the cup is full mainly because I am not signed into the page where I would need to clear the cup. So we're just going to leave it there.
Oh.
It's fine.
Thank you for everyone.
Crap, where was I regarding
Something I did wrong yesterday.
Oh, yes. So I try pretty hard to ignore my phone. Sometimes I'll even throw it on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, when I'm at the gym. Yesterday, I got a message when I first got to the gym, which made me keep my phone on me because we were discussing, Carla Marie and I were discussing a handful of things. And plus, we have the merch sale. Yeah. A lot of things going on right now. Towards the end of my workout, I get a text from Carla Marie. Okay. I'm going to read the text.
You don't need to read it. You know exactly what it said.
I want to make sure I got it right. The text from Carla Marie was... Oh, man, where'd it go? Here we go. Capital F, capital U, capital C, capital K, capital K, capital K, capital K, capital K. You can spell that out in your head. Bam, right on my phone. I was like, oh no, what happened? So I called right away.
Which
I
was like...
And I don't get an answer.
Huh?
Right? So I get that message from Carla Marie. I call, I don't get an answer, throws off my whole day. What does it end up being? The auto glass place, All-Star Auto Glass that Carla Marie called, doesn't have her glass in stock, and have to reschedule her.
No. No reschedule.
Or there's no glass anywhere for Carla Marie's car.
No glass anywhere. No dealer can get glass for my smashed windshield. And they literally said, we'll call you back when we find it, but just prepare basically to not have glass.
But again, a little bit of an overreaction in the text, something I probably didn't need to know when I was... It's not like Carla Marie and I don't spend time together. Like I was probably going to see her within the hour. So those are the types of text messages that maybe if you're texting a coworker, something
but
triggers...
it wasn't work related.
I know, but that's... I'm going back to the fact that sometimes...
Thank you, Holly Berry.
What?
She said, I think that's an appropriate reaction. That's a huge deal.
It's not a huge deal. I don't consider
I've been driving around with plastic for 6 months.
No. I don't consider huge deals to be things that we cannot control or change. Mm-hmm. Right? If there was something I could have done in that moment, or we could have done together to change that, totally different story. I would have left the gym, would have done whatever we had to do. But if it's just, hey, this isn't available right now, that's not something that needs to be dealt with anyone other than you in the auto glass place.
Okay.
Yes or no?
I would have done the same thing. That's a huge
That's
deal.
ridiculous. It's the winter in Seattle. So it's not as cold as it is in either
Are you
Kansas.
kidding me? We're about to blow away like Dorothy in a second. It's so windy. Thank you, Diana.
What did Diana say?
She said, but you are her boyfriend. Ew, it's weird to read. And she needed to vent.
Okay. And I do understand that to a degree. However, there is a weird balance of, are you venting or are you now just making this someone else's problem and they can't do anything about it?
How was it your problem? What did you do to fix it?
Nothing, but you threw my day off at the gym.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have to do one less curl?
Yeah. It got into my rhythm.
What changed at the gym?
What changed?
Yeah,
I took a longer break between two of my sets that I had to do.
Now, what you're about to say, does it involve my car?
No.
All right. Then can you hold it?
Okay.
Okay. So I then start calling all the glass places, and you're not allowed to talk to anyone unless you go through your insurance company. And I was getting so fed up. I was getting so annoyed. And I said, that's it. I still had the phone number of the lovely gentleman who sold me my car at Tacoma Mazda. Mm-hmm. His name is King. He now works for Tacoma Honda. And I texted him. I said, hey, King, this is what's happening. Do you have any insight? Is this true? And he said, can I call you? I said, absolutely. He calls me and he's like, so it is true. We can't get glass anywhere. But what you can do is call the dealership and let them know what's going on, because they're actually looking for a ton of used cars because they have none, and they have no used cars to sell right now.
Yeah, there's a used car shortage, not just at Mazda, but around
Everywhere.
the country with every brand.
He's like, what we're doing is, if you show up with your lease, because it's this year, you show up, you tell them, okay, here's my lease. They will literally give you a 2022 Mazda CX-5 and let you walk off the lot with it for the same price you're paying now per month, no down payment. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, and if they give you a problem about it, let me know. I can probably take it in at Honda and trade it. And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
So do we really believe that this is happening? Though?
And let me just make sure I know where King works, so that if anyone wants to go talk to him, because he said, send anyone to me and we'll help them out. So I call Tacoma Mazda, talk to a lovely gentleman named Jeff, and I was like, Jeff, rumor has it this is true. And he said, actually, it is. Where are you right now? And I was like, Seattle. He's like, okay, how quickly can you get here? And I was like,
he wanted you to go right away?
He goes, do you have your calendar in front of you? I was like, yes. He goes, can you be here tomorrow? And I said, I mean, yeah, I'll be there at noon, I guess. He goes, okay, if you get here a little earlier, that's great too. I've got a bunch of 2022s on the lot. What kind of trim do you have? And every time I hear that, I think they mean what color or something is wrapped around my car. I'm like, fuck, I sound like an idiot on the phone, not knowing my car. I'm like, I don't know. And he's asking me if I have all these different things. I'm like, yep. He's like, okay, this is the trim you have. Got a bunch of those. Come here tomorrow. And I was like, okay. And the same payment. He goes, yep, we can make that happen.
So we don't think they're going to charge you anymore.
Well,
like your monthly payment, as long
thing.
as it's the same trim, it should be the same.
Yes. If he says to me, I need you to put a down payment, I'm going to say, thank you. I'm going to drive around with plastic on my car until we figure this out. Peace out, Cub Scout.
I just saw a message come through from Lisa. She said, my dad's car that he turned in was already released and sold before he even got his new car.
So you don't need to bash in your windshield. If you have a newer vehicle, even a 2015 probably works too. I just saw someone say that. You could probably go to the dealership and be like, what can we do here?
There was a website that the chat is, there it is. This was from Amanda O'Brien. She said, driveway.com, we can buy your car. I don't know if she works or owns driveway.com. But I guess that's a different way to sell your car. Not a scam. Same thing happened here in New Jersey. Bless you.
Sorry.
They will do anything for used cars right now.
Anything.
What can we get out of them?
Ooh, I'll take a free
Ferrari?
What?
I don't know.
I don't have those at Mazda.
What if Mazda had a trade-in?
But tell you what I am so excited about. Since the moment we drove off the lot, I regretted getting a black car because it's just so blah. Like, there's nothing fun about it.
I like it.
Everyone has a black Mazda
You want
CX-5.
a white Jeep?
Yeah, I want white, I think.
Really?
So, even last week, I was walking my car. I was like, oh, it's a black car. I wish I can get a different color. So,
Okay.
I can't. If they only have black cars, I'm going to be so bummed. But I might get the red one because it reminds me of Christmas commercials, or white, or the navy, or the gray.
Okay, we don't need to go through all the colors.
But I don't think I'm going to say what color I got on the internet so that people can't come bash at it.
That's true. Lenny from Queens said, my 2018 is $9,000 more than I paid for it. This is a great question from Wendy in Virginia. Will they extend the length of your lease, or is this just like
I don't know.
replacement?
I was wondering the same thing, and how this is going to work with, like, registration. 'Cause
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to... Am I going to have to pay to register this car?
Probably. Which I think that's an acceptable fee.
$800?
I mean, it's a new car, and you have to register every new car.
I can't forget to take off my good to go license plate.
Let's see. Texas Chris said, my father is a car salesman, and it's true. There's a shortage of used cars right now, especially with trucks, and you do have an SUV. So maybe that's... And the Mazda CX-5 is like a highly sought-after vehicle. Mm-hmm. So that could play into your advantage as well.
I can't wait.
Wow, that is crazy. I guess it looks, according to our chat here on Twitch, that this is legit and you're not being scammed. I still would not be surprised, mainly because it is the car industry, the used car industry, and no offense to Chris's dad or Amanda, who also works in that industry. it just is an industry that is known for the bait and switch. You know what I mean?
Okay, wait, make the thing go there. I agree with you, and that's why I was like, Anthony, you're coming with me because I don't want to be swindled.
You want to be on the chat? Is that what you're asking
Yeah,
for?
go up.
Here, you can now go up, Carla Marie. There it is.
But he has to get his hair cut, so we need to figure this out.
I do. I have a haircut, and I've moved appointments with my barber so often that
I'm going to call
unless
Jeff.
it's an absolute necessity, an emergency, I will not change this appointment.
I'll call Jeff at Tacoma Mazda and let him know it might be a little late.
Well, listen, if they're willing to do anything
You should come here with a new
for
all
a
five
used
new-
car, you should be able to wait a little bit.
Court said, I'm late to the convo, but Ford asked for Mike's truck back and gave him an amazing deal on a brand new one. They needed the used inventory.
That is crazy. What else do we have here? So it looks like one of the shortages at least is helping. Because there's a lot of shortages, like the glass shortage. Actually, both shortages, that's a word, right? Worked in your favor. So the glass shortage
Is what caused
had
me
there been glass, you never would have talked to the dealership.
No, but why wouldn't somebody tell me about this prior? I would give him my car.
Because there was probably no reason. If you didn't want to get rid of your car, there was no reason to bring it up to you.
Holly Berry, anyone know if it applies to electric vehicles? I don't see why not.
It just seems like it's used vehicles in general.
Yeah.
So I would just call whatever dealership is around you or where you bought your car.
All these dealerships are going to be WTF is happening.
Yeah.
I said to King, I'm like, can I talk about this on the show? He said, absolutely.
Yeah, how do people reach out to King? Because he's not at Mazda. He's at Honda, correct?
Hold on. He moved like right after.
He's at, I think, the Honda in Tacoma, possibly. You can
Yes.
call and ask for
Honda
King.
in Tacoma. King Abel. Like Kingable? King Abel is his name. He's the
Do you
coolest.
think he knows our friend Kyle King?
No.
Or is one of the Kingsmen? That would be appropriate. Let's see. There was Christian Nicole said, is it only Mazda? I have a used Chevy. I mean,
No,
according
it's not.
to court, Fords are also available.
Because he was saying Honda needed them too.
Honda as well. Yeah. Start today. Do one thing. Just call your dealership and see if you can get a new car.
Call your local dealership today.
The radio fam said I got a Ford pickup. Well, according to Chris in Texas, trucks are in high demand too.
You have a Ford.
Get that money.
When I think Ford pickup, I think of Bella's truck in Twilight. I don't even know.
Is it
if
like an
it's
old
Ford.
school truck?
Yeah.
Does anyone know what Bella drives in?
It's. This is
Let's
so
see.
exciting.
My husband had a Subaru and bought the new Hyundai truck in September. It's any brand, and that's from Tacoma Swifty.
Jordy, yeah, just to confirm, they are doing this with leases. You should honestly call and be like, "Hey, I was watching the show." Like, don't be like, "Hey, I like what I did," because I didn't want to throw King under the bus because I was scared it was like an insider industry secret.
But no, he said to tell
And then
everyone, right?
afterwards, he was like, no. You could tell them I sent you and whatever. You could literally say, "Hey, I was watching this show on Twitch." Actually, they're not going to know what that is. Just say Carla Marie and Anthony told me to call you.
Tell him Carla Marie Anthony sent you. What was that thing?
And then if you do it and you live in Washington, tell them don't spend their money on the radio. Spend it with us.
No, what was the thing? There was a radio jock here in Seattle on the country station, Fitz, and he used to do it was like a multi-platform campaign with one of the dealerships around
Yeah.
here. They would do radio commercials, and he did their TV commercials, and he would do something like "Tell them the Bulls sent you" or something like that.
Horns up.
I don't know. One day I want to do one of those. I want to do one of those cheesy radio things.
I think we did plenty.
Every time we got a script that would say, like, "Tell them Carla Marie and Anthony sent you," I'd be like, "Guys, there has to be something else I can say here. There has to be a different combination of words to get people to go down there."
Should I type a script of what everyone needs to say to the dealer?
And put it where?
Because Christian said, what do I say to the dealer?
I don't. That's
Just say, "Hey, I'm hearing that dealerships are in need of used cars to sell, and I have a blah, blah, blah year. I'm wondering if you'd be interested to," because they have to, is it appraise? Is that what they have to do? Inspect, whatever.
don't
Because
know.
he said we'll like inspect whatever word they use. I'm wondering if you want to check it out in hopes that we could make a deal and I could get a newer vehicle.
I wouldn't do. Evaluate is the word I think they're looking for. Someone just said that in the chat. I just lost it. That was Lisa. I wouldn't.
Thank you. Court, I heard there's a used car shortage and I have a used car. Is there anything you can do for me?
I would actually push it even further and say, hey, I'm calling around because I am getting rid of my used car. Because right there, when you say I'm calling around, now they know there's a competition for it.
Yeah.
Right? And you already know that there's value in your car. You're just trying to get the best value.
Mm-hmm.
And you've already forced them in those couple seconds, the couple words, to push the value up a little bit because you are smart enough to know that you can take your car anywhere
Yeah.
and do this. I think that's the key. Hey, I'm calling around. I'm interested in getting rid of my my used car. It's blank, blank, blank. You know, it's a 2018 Chevy. Bless you again.
Sorry.
Oh, Amanda O'Brien says to not use Carvana because that's her competition.
Oh, Sonali said, what upgrades can you offer me?
Exactly.
Because they might, but then be ready because that dealership may say, what has everyone else offered you?
Make something up. Ferrari.
Ferrari wants to give me a new Ferrari for my 2015 Honda. I need to go blow my nose.
Go for it.
This has been the worst allergy season of my life, and the tornado that is happening outside is kicking it all. Oh.
Did you just fall? Hey, Amanda O'Brien in the chat. So you had mentioned, and I already forgot the website, mainly because I'm dumb and I don't have a car, so I don't remember car things. Driveway.com. Can people actually reach out to you if they need help with Driveway.com? Is this like a thing that we can all do together where people get good deals on their used cars and then you get like something in return as well? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't even know. Maybe you work in HR there. I don't even know. So driveway.com is the website and you can reach out. Where should people reach out to you, Amanda?
Well, we're having her on the phone. Amanda's calling in any minute, so we have quite the update.
Let's see. Yeah, and if you love your car, like Sunali said, it is tempting, but if you love your car, just stick with your car if you like it.
I love my car too, but it has no back windshield, and I would like a different color, so.
There you go. So it all works out in your favor. So the used car shortage and the glass shortage. And there wasn't a glass shortage necessarily. It's just your car is new enough where they didn't have an overabundance of...
No, but there also is a glass
Oh, there is,
shortage.
okay.
Yeah, because our friend Sean said the same thing happened to him with his car.
Or like Court said, I like my car, but I can always do better. Now, moving on from the whole car thing for a couple minutes. I'm also still skeptical, Mellow FM, so we will give you the update on Thursday when we're back. But I did jump into the nerd crypto blockchain NFT world yesterday. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons is anytime a new technology comes out, Carla Marie and I like to figure out A, how to use it,
Yep.
and B, if we can use it. So we were talking to our friend Derek, who's like very involved in the NFT world. And he's like, you just need to experiment with it. You need to like buy an NFT and learn how the whole thing works. So last night I went to NBATopShot.com. So the NBA is the first sports league that's worked with an NFT.
Top Shot, not to be confused with Nordstrom's Top Shop.
Correct. NBA
Okay.
Top Shot.
Okay.
Like you make a shot in
Meg
basketball.
said mentally checks out.
No. So
Okay.
I still don't know a lot about it. But what the NBA is doing is they're giving you the opportunity to essentially buy packs of moments. So it's like buying a pack of like playing cards, or not playing cards, like trading cards. But instead of a card, it is a moment. So
So it's a GIF.
kind of. It's a short video clip that I own 3 of them now. And the reason I own 3 is because I bought a starter pack.
How much dollars?
$9 for a starter pack. And you can only buy the starter pack.
Everyone's leaving.
No. So it's just, it's a weird world where now I own, in some capacity, these 3 NBA moments, these 3 layups from 3 different players. I think one of them was a dunk. Life is a Hike took a chance on crypto and tripled their money. Or that's just what people say in the comments of WorldStar on Instagram all the time. They are a little confusing, and that's why I'm trying to learn it, so that when an NFT story comes out, I can be like, oh, I understand a little bit about this, and I can speak about it.
Jordy Matthews said, Anthony, $9 isn't bad. Can you sell those NFTs?
So I can't sell it yet. I have to own them for 7 days. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a starter thing. I don't know if it's because I just started my account. And you make money, Karina from New York, thanks for the question on Twitch. You make money by basically just like a trading card, right? If you got a pack of trading cards and you got a bunch and there's a couple rookie cards in there, if that rookie ends up doing really well, like let's say back in the day you got a Derek Jeter rookie card.
Yeah.
As Derek Jeter does better, the card gains value. And there are certain things about the card that make it more valuable, the rarity of it. So what I got were 3 common NFTs,
Okay.
which right now don't have a ton of value, but
What is
NFT stands for non-fungible. What's the T?
transaction?
Nope. Is it?
Tech.
Someone in the chat knows. I'm blanking right now.
Okay. Can we make Carla Marie Anthony NFT?
So I think that's token. Token. Thank you very much. Is the T. I was blanking. I was like, ticket? No, that's not it. Maybe down the road we do have a Carla Marie Anthony NFT, and what we're trying to figure out is how it works. Oh, a soft G. Fun. So how?
Yeah, it's not like fungus.
So fungible.
Fungible.
This is very much like the Al Roker "What is Internet"
Oh my God.
thing.
Yeah, because
right?
when our currency is just NFTs in like 15 years, they're gonna be playing us on their not even morning show because that's not even gonna exist.
Their VTubing
Yeah.
YouTube show.
Orange, so fungible.
Fungible, a non-fungible token.
Not fungible, like fungus.
Got it.
You said it, and I was like, that's-
Non-fungible token.
Amanda, call in 2 minutes.
This digital artist I've been following for over 15 years just started selling his artwork as NFTs and has made over $500,000 in 2 months. That was from Mellow FM in the Twitch chat. So the interesting thing about NFTs, and I promise you, because I'm not smart enough to do so, I'm not going to dive into the intricacies of NFTs. But I was listening to a Facebook live audio room, and it was Steve Aoki, who's been one of the biggest early adopters of artists and music and NFTs and stuff like that. He was talking to a guy who owns some sort of NFT firm, company, whatever. And one of the things they were talking about was how, as a digital artist, up until a couple of years ago, you had 2 options. One was to be commissioned or employed by a big company, or the other was to try to sell your stuff on Fiverr and make money that way. And this has given digital artists the opportunity to do what physical painters and sculptors get to do and sell their art, and then people can then resell that digital art.
So what you're saying is I can make something in Procreate on my iPad.
Yes. Technically, yes.
One of one. And sell it as art.
You can. But you'd have to ask yourself, why is there value in that
I
specific
could just sell my
thing?
feet, probably easier and more money. Not my actual feet. Photos.
Pictures of your feet, probably. But you can now see, even if you wanted to do that, where did I say I bought my NFT? I bought my NFT on NBA Top Shot. So it's essentially the melding of NFTs and trading cards in the sports world. But, Carla Marie, you could figure out a way down the road, because think about it. If you post one picture of your foot on...
Post it.
Or if somehow there is a digital picture of your foot or your feet on the internet, all anyone has to do is screenshot it or save it or send it to a friend.
Can't
Now
you screenshot an NFT?
you can.
But there's no proof that you own it.
But there's essentially the thing that separates an NFT from just a
Blockchain?
picture is the blockchain. There's essentially a deed. There's a way to prove that you own that digital asset, or you have the rights. You have purchased the rights from the owner to that digital asset. That is the dumbest way to explain
who's coming around asking for the deeds?
Anyone. Because if you're trying to sell it down the road and you want, because there would be someone, even in the foot world, right? Even in the foot world, there is someone who would much rather know that they own the picture that Carla Marie took rather than just a picture of Carla Marie's feet. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, 100%, because you can go to that foot rate website and see my feet.
Exactly.
Amanda, please call now. We're going to have an update from Amanda O in a second about the guy she's been going on dates with. And from what I understand, it's not the best update.
Let's see. Hey, it's Ali_NJ in the Twitch chat said, I still don't think I'll ever understand the actual value of NFTs. The value of NFTs is very similar to how anything gains value, even stocks. It's speculation, it's hype, and it's the originator of that thing. So if you are investing in a solid company or a solid artist, you know that there's probably more value down the road in that stock or NFT. And yeah, the artist can earn royalties when that NFT is sold.
That's true.
That's another thing that I'm learning about. Again, all of this stuff, I'm probably going to
All right,
listen to this
we
in
spent
like
way too long.
a week and be like, oh, I'm so stupid because I've learned so many more things about the NFT world. Ooh, let's see. Dennis said, my first NFT cost $215. What did you get? We got to know. Oh, I got it for free, though.
Amanda's calling.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Hold on.
Saved by the bell.
Allow.
It really feels like prison. Amanda, good morning.
Oh, wow. Look, it's perfectly clear. This worked. It's fantastic.
Thank you for saving me.
Was the NFT conversation that bad? I love learning about new things.
Pause. Amanda, they can't hear you. Sorry.
Oh, hold, please.
You're fine. I can hear you. Anthony can hear you. The rest of the world cannot. So we're fixing that.
Okay.
You guys,
I know what we have to do. Hold
Amanda's saying all these really cool things that you can't hear. It's crazy.
There we go. Now everyone should be able to hear Amanda. That fantastic giggle. I think everyone heard it. There we go. Becky from Miami confirmed that we went from Oregon to Miami to here in Seattle, and everyone is connected.
Okay, we got you.
Yay.
So, Amanda, by the way, driveway.com. People should go there.
Yeah.
That was you. That's exciting.
You need to send this to all your coworkers today.
I know, right? They're going to hate me.
Oh, Amanda, we have to pause for a second. We have a first-time chat from someone who we actually got to meet last week. And I want everyone in the chat to go check out 757 Spy.
It's awesome.
He has a really cool Twitch account where he does a lot of flight simulators. So definitely go check him out if that's something that interests you, because it was like the coolest thing. Carla Marie and I were like very into what he was saying and showing us and everything when we met him during that Twitch convention we were talking about.
Yeah, Twitch tour. And yeah, we were like, wait, you do flight simulators? How cool. So yeah, give him a follow. Go check him out. It's really cool.
So back to Amanda. We spoke to you a little over a month ago, right?
Yeah, ish.
And you had said that there was a guy on Facebook who you had known from high school or back in the day from your home. You'd been friends on Facebook for like 6 years or something crazy like that. And you always kind of had a thing for him, yes?
Yeah, I always was like interested in seeing what could happen.
Okay.
If we ever
And
talked.
you had mentioned it in the chat, and everyone in the chat was also encouraging you, like, message him, go on a date with him. So you had gone on a date. We talked to you about the date. You enjoyed it. You said it was a good time.
Let's back up though. You only reached out because you were a little tipsy. You were feeling yourself a little bit, and you said, "I'm going to send this guy a DM on Facebook."
Yeah, and also I thought the world was ending.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Because, yeah, all the weather issues that we were having.
Oh, right.
Floods, wildfires, pandemic, all that good stuff.
YOLO. So
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
So
YOLO. Yeah.
you did that. You went on the date. You called us after the date. Date went well. But since then, a few more things have transpired. So where are we at now?
Well, we did go on a second date. We went 45 minutes out of town to go to another town that had a better like park for the fall.
Okay.
We had a really fun time out there, like all day, pretty much. And then I had invited him to a Halloween party that my friend was having the next weekend, and he said yes. And then also his birthday was going to be that Friday.
Okay.
And he's all like, oh, I might, go to the beach if you have nothing else to do, blah, 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 haha. And I'm like, oh, sure, yeah, whatever. And then he wasn't texting me. And also, basically, I had to text him first this entire time, which is really annoying.
So did you feel even before the Halloween party, did you feel like you were forcing it a little more, and he was kind of not as involved?
Yeah, but then when we were like hanging out like in person, he was very like interested.
Okay.
It seemed like it. So yeah, I offered to take him out to dinner for his birthday because I'm nice like that to a fault. And I had to text him first and be like, figure out a place where you want to go, and then we can do that. And then he didn't text me back the next day, so I had to ask him again and be like, hey, where do you want to go? And then he figured it out, and he was all excited about it and
Okay,
stuff.
so you do have a
And
plan for his birthday to go out for dinner.
yeah,
Okay.
so we did. He came and picked me up, and we had a really fun time, I thought. Like, he sounded like he was having fun. And he actually did get a costume for the Halloween party. So it's like, oh, yeah, this is going to work out.
Hold on. Was it a couple's costume? Or you guys going together,
way.
or was he on his own?
No, we were separate
Okay.
costumes. Yeah.
Okay.
And the end of the night, I think I pulled a baby Jake because, well, I'm not too sure, but I got him a book for his birthday that he was looking for at the place that we were at for our second date.
Okay, cool. That's very thoughtful.
And right, I thought so too. And I was like, it was like not a big deal. Like, you wanted this book, here you go, it's happy birthday. I was being nice because I was trying to get like brownie points or whatever. I don't know. And he was really happy, but we'd never like actually kissed or anything on any of these dates. We just like hugged, so I was kind of getting like a friend vibe for
Friend zoned.
the most part. Yeah.
So then,
And then, yeah.
did he show up to the Halloween party?
No. So the next day, Saturday, I was texting him about like party details, and then he's like, can I call you? And I'm like, oh, sure. And he's like, oh, it's not going to work out between us. And then I'm like, why? What's going on? And he's like, oh, where I'm at in my life and blah, blah, blah. And then,
Did you ask for your book back?
Well, actually, I was like, well, that kind of sucks because, I got you dinner for your birthday and I got you a book and everything, like you literally yesterday. And he's like, oh, I'll pay you back if you want. I'm like, no, whatever.
No, you don't want the money back. You want the actual book back because he can't find it.
No, okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
So basically the day before he's supposed to go to this Halloween party with you, he calls it off. He says, we're done?
Yeah.
And was that
basically.
it? Was that the last time you guys really spoke?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, oh, well, I can like talk to you in person about it if you want to.
No.
And I'm like, no, it's fine. I don't really need to talk about it. And he's like, oh, the one thing that pissed me off, he's like, I know you wanted this for a really long time. And I'm
that's
like,
a weird thing
did
to
he
say.
watch the show?
No, because I told him I kind of overshare.
That's fine, but that's a weird thing to say at the end. Like,
Okay.
oh, I know you wanted me for so
get
long.
over yourself.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, get
completely
over
agree
yourself,
with
buddy.
that. But I am going to take
Yeah.
a side that no one really thinks I would ever say. I actually think what he did by if he was checked out, good on him for actually telling you and not dragging you along. He actually even called you, which I'd say most people don't do. I'm not even say guys. Most people don't do when they're ending things.
Especially that early before anything really happened.
He actually ended it instead of dragging you along. Does it suck that it was right after a birthday, like the birthday dinner? Yes. I mean, I broke up with someone on Valentine's Day after Valentine's Day dinner. So it just there are just sometimes where it's just like, actually, this doesn't work. There is just that click moment. I did see people in the chat saying, you mean he didn't know before? And sometimes it's just like, this is nice. And then all of a sudden you're like, actually, I don't like this. So
yeah, no, he said that. He said the book made him realize that it wasn't going to work out because I had remembered a book that he was looking for, and I was like, oh, I'll get it for your birthday. And that was even a version he didn't even like have before.
I'm confused. There is a way it can make sense, but is he saying that because you went out of your way that was a turnoff, or did he feel like he just didn't have the same feelings and energy that you clearly had towards him?
I think the second part.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does make a little bit of sense. If he was like, if the fact that you were so kind to him actually made him realize he's probably not reciprocating or won't reciprocate, that is it's a weird thing to say, but you almost played everything perfectly and things ended the way they should have ended without dragging it on for too long because you showed your cards, he showed his cards, they didn't match up, and you said, all right, well, he said it, but it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a
I'm
lot
like,
of
yeah,
questions.
that.
Sorry, go ahead,
Oh,
Amanda.
Oh no, because he also was like, oh well, I would never want to ghost you or whatever. I wanted to like tell you what I was like feeling or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that, I guess,
Yeah, so other than obviously there's always going to be disappointment even if the person that
Yeah.
leaves you or says no or whatever
Yeah.
is a douche. Is there at least that sense of like closure and acknowledgement like, hey, I tried something, I took a shot that most people wouldn't take. At least I did that. It's not going to work. It's out of my life. It's out of, I got that off my chest.
Yeah, no, it's nice to, instead of wondering forever,
Right.
like, yeah, it's
And
fine.
here's one of
I'm
my
over it
favorite
now.
things is you took a shot, right? You messaged
Mhm.
this guy on Facebook, which not a lot of people would have done. And it
Yeah.
didn't work. And that part sucks, but you now know that even if you take a shot and it doesn't work, like life goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to
Mhm.
help you actually take more shots down the road
Yep.
than you would have if you didn't do this.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was like mad after we hung up, and
Of
I was like,
course.
I deleted him from everything.
Good.
Basically, deleted number, Facebook, Instagram, and then I went to the wineries with my parents and my family in the afternoon, and we got drunk, and I went back on. I've downloaded Bumble and Hinge, which
Oh,
I've
no.
never even been on, because those are new. Like I was in a relationship for like
Right.
years, and I don't know any of those new things. And like I was like looking around for like new dudes because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm drunk, blah blah blah.
Be careful doing that though.
Yeah. I
Listen, meeting
deleted
people
it.
and having, casual conversations on an app, there's no harm in that.
Right.
Okay,
And I
but
think it helps you get over it.
I need to know what book caused this reaction, and do we all need to go buy it and read it?
No, it was like some boring book about like the 40s or something.
Anthony would
I
love
don't
it.
know, like,
I'll probably
yeah,
look that up and buy it.
The,
Well, Amanda,
it was like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
no, so what was that like? You said it was a version that he didn't have. Was it like a history book, like a textbook? I'm confused.
No, it was like a different cover than what he had
Mm.
Got it.
previously. So yeah, he seemed excited about it, but
Well,
I think your brother was right. This guy's a nerd. He was weird.
right, yeah.
Well,
Should have
Amanda,
listened.
thank you so much for the update. And even though you took a shot, it didn't work. I think everyone in the chat,
Yep.
Carla Marie and I both, are pretty pumped that you took the chance to begin with.
Yeah, we're proud of you.
You let us into
Thank you.
kind of that part of your life,
Mhm.
so thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
keep
you
us updated on Hinge and Bumble.
You look great.
guys. You look great. Bye.
How do I hang this thing up is the question.
The hang up button.
I'll
Yeah.
hang up.
Okay.
I have to do that with my mom when I'm on FaceTime sometimes. If I'm like, you hang up, and then it's like another minute of her not knowing how to hang up.
The problem is we have two screens,
Here,
and
here.
sometimes.
Stop moving.
Oh yeah, you could do that. There we go. Oh, that was a loud noise. Yeah, I think a lot of people are proud of Amanda, which is cool to see. Like we've got this little community here. We're all rooting for one another,
Yeah.
and it happens. Ooh, let's see, Anthony. I got your Nordic recommendation
For my sister-in-law.
for my sister-in-law. That is really cool. Now, Wendy
Oh, yeah.
is also someone we need to. We don't need to get her on the phone. It's okay. We just need an update to how she's feeling.
Didn't you have part of your lung removed? It's kind of a big deal. I actually need to post that picture. Wendy wore her neon pink "You Look Great" shirt to her surgery.
I think I haven't. We planned on posting it on Thursday, but then we had a bunch of technical difficulties. We basically figured if we couldn't have Wendy with us, we weren't going to do a show.
Yeah.
That's where we
I'm
were.
struggling today.
And I think I do have that picture. And the one picture I did put on this, I wanted to put on the screen. I kind of forgot about this earlier. If you wanted to see what Carla Marie's window looked like when we found it on Friday morning, that's what we walked outside to.
After the wind and rainstorm.
So there was a good amount of water in there.
No, there wasn't.
Oh no, it was totally dry, and the car is perfect, and it's so nice for anyone who might be looking to buy the car or trade it for a different car, I guess. Hold on. There we go.
What is happening?
What do you mean what's
I
happening?
cannot stop. It's just like this right nostril is like.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude when I didn't say bless you before, but
No,
I figured I had said it
You're
5
good.
times already, and then I didn't want to throw Amanda off on the phone if she didn't hear you sneeze, and I just said bless you for no
I don't
reason.
think she did, so we're good.
Are you stuck with the screen there? There we go. I think one of the other problems that I'm having, I know I saw the blessing from you, Becky, so thank you very much. So the other thing I have to change on this computer with this new setup that we have is I changed the background, which used to be very dark.
Where's Wendy?
I wanted to make sure Wendy was still in the chat.
She's here. She said thank you. She's home and breathing.
Home and breathing. Okay, that's good to know. The other thing I had to change was the background because I did like this update to my computer and it changed the background. And it's a very light background. And the problem is with a light background and a light cursor,
Oh, I can't see it.
I can't see it anywhere. So I've got to change that, and I think that'll make my life a lot easier. So let me do that. Give me like 2 seconds.
Well, while you're getting Wendy ready, last night I went to dinner for my friend Lindsay's birthday, and there was a piece of bread left, one little piece of bread left, and it was the heel of the bread, and I was like,
The heel? Oh, okay.
I shouldn't have that, but I really want it, so I'm going to have it. Can you pass me the bread? Sure. Boom. Bite. Bracket comes off my teeth. Wire busts. I now have to go to the orthodontist. Like my entire upper wire snapped. A piece of it came out.
You know, it happens, Carla Marie. This is what Wendy sent us before she had her lung surgery. How cool is that? Like, I mentioned you, Wendy, in a podcast that I did with the radio fam, our friend Marie, which will come out soon. Putting together the merch, which we're currently selling. Obviously, you can see that on the screen. One of the coolest things about it is not that we can make some extra money. One of the coolest things about it is we've been able to see people take the little slogan that we kind of, as a team here, developed and grew.
Yeah.
And take it on trips, take it to big moments, take it to the nursery to see their child for the first time, take it to scary moments like going into surgery. It's just been really cool to see how 3 words, "you look great," have meant so much to so many people and have changed. Even people who don't know our show will see the saying and feel better about it.
It's cool.
So it's been really cool to see all of that. So thank you to everyone who's helped us kind of spread that message.
And we're happy you're good. You're feeling
And Wendy
good.
in Virginia said it made me happy in a very scary time. And, oh, this is really cool. Lenny from Queens said his daughter's wearing her "You Look Great" shirt for her class photo.
No way. It's got chills.
That is really cool. And that is because, for the record, we do have kid sizes
Yes, we do.
in almost everything for this run. We didn't have them before. And Lenny was nice enough to say yes when we asked if his daughter would be one of our models for the kid sizes. So we are really excited about that.
And she's a blue belt now in, I don't know
What level is blue? I don't know. I
don't know if it's karate, jiu-jitsu. I forget
Oh.
what it was. But she's a blue belt, which is very exciting.
Coconut Love 75. Please bring back the neon T-shirts. So here's one of the interesting things we had to figure out as, I don't know, a fledgling T-shirt provider. We're not a T-shirt company by any means, but the idea that we can't offer everything every time is kind of what we landed on, because we do these limited releases, and if we kept just adding on, we'd almost end up with too many things to offer. So if you like something, that is one of the reasons we tell people, if you like something, you kind of have to buy it when it's available. And I know that might sound heartless, but it also helps us run things a lot easier.
Yeah.
Vicky said, if you do toddler sizes, I'll volunteer my daughter. It's good to know.
My nephew great nephew turns 1 this weekend, and clearly a youth small is not going to fit him, but I got him one, and he should be getting it soon, like in our sample
Yeah, but that
order.
nephew is a giant.
He is a large man, but I wanted my niece to just put it on him, so because so many people are like, well, can my baby wear it or whatever? So I want him to just try it on.
And he's going to be a year, next week?
On Saturday.
This Saturday.
I'm going to miss his birthday.
He doesn't know. That's the best part.
I know when I go back for Thanksgiving, we're going to have a birthday party, me and him.
And the best part is he still won't know.
Yes, he will.
He's going to have no idea what that concept even means.
It's a baseball
He doesn't
team.
even speak, does he?
He says ba 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 ba.
So no, the answer is so. For the record, if let me be clear. If someone asks you, "Hey, does that baby speak?" and your answer is, "Yeah," he says ba 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 ba. The answer is actually no.
So
He doesn't
does,
speak.
and he is a massive man. It's like him and John the cat are growing at the same speed. Just chill out, people. And his birthday is baseball themed, and everyone has to show up in their favorite baseball gear.
That's because his dad's a Red Sox fan.
I know.
Like a loser.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross. Sorry to all the Red Sox fans who are watching this. Yeah, exactly. As long as you give him cake, it doesn't matter what the reasons for. You could have told him last time you saw him that it was his birthday and gave him cake. You'd have the same exact
I might
reaction.
do it every time I'm home. He'll think it's his birthday. Kid will be 47.
He's going to have no idea what his actual birthday is.
What? Sarah Beth Schaefer. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old little models. They just did a shoot for Gymboree. I mean, I don't know what kind of money they made from Gymboree, but I'm paying
Wait
our
a second. Who said that?
Sarah Beth Schaefer.
So my cousin's kids were also in a Gymboree ad recently. Were they doing something where they just like told a bunch of people to take pictures and they would almost like an open casting call? Because I was super confused. My cousin Lillian posted these pictures and like matching like outfits and everything, the parents and the kids. And then it was a repost of Gymboree.
Oh, we do have we have 2 things.
Okay.
3 things. One, there was an issue if you were shopping yesterday on our website, physically on desktop, not mobile, where it was making you make a PayPal account. Mm-hmm. Turns out that is being solved as we speak.
That's good.
Should be done within the next hour, which is very exciting.
So there was like a glitch or something that had to be fixed?
Yeah. I'm going to see if we can get a special guest in a second.
They know the number to call?
I will tell them.
Okay. While Carla Marie is doing that, I want to show everyone this little guy. So I had seen these at like Five Below and a bunch of other stores. I don't know exactly what to call them. I'm calling it like the new version of a fidget spinner.
It's mini ice thing.
Carla Marie thinks it's a mini ice tray, which it is not. Twitch sent us these Poppets is what they're called. Thank you, Lenny. I knew Lenny would know. And basically it's it's kind of the same thing as a fidget spinner. It helps you relieve stress and all that good stuff.
There's a game you can play, like Connect 4. It doesn't relieve stress if you hit people with it.
Why would you do that? Imagine I just hit you in the middle of the stream.
I punch you in the face.
Exactly.
What? Someone at my son's school was a Poppet for Halloween?
Let
me tell you what. We're so cool at Twitch that they sent us a whole box of stuff.
So that's why I want to bring this up. It's how we met 757 Spy.
Yeah.
They sent us a care package for this Twitch tour that we were a part of, kind of like a summit. We didn't get ours till yesterday because obviously things are really backed up with the post office. And it had this really cool thing. And I spent like an hour yesterday just poking little bubbles.
Yeah.
I bought a 100 by 100 Poppet for my niece. It's huge. Yeah, 100. This is only
Let me see what
4
happens.
by 5.
Let me see what it feels like. It is kind of nice.
It's nice.
It's like a environmentally friendly bubble wrap.
Oh, wait, there's a game. So hold on. I just
The
saw.
game, I'm confused by the rules.
Let me, someone just explained. No, you each take turns popping as many as you want on each row, and then the person who pops the last one loses.
Okay, but I have to stick to my row.
So many kids have them, and they're so much fun. I love to play with them, says Christian Nicole.
So, these are fun?
My niece has hundreds.
Come on.
Yeah, the first time I saw how big they were
But
was when
I
I went
bet-
to Five Below in New Jersey, and they had a whole section of just those.
Who made this? It's also not
I don't know.
recyclable, I bet.
I mean, it's rubber, so it probably is if you take it to the right place.
All right, we can make a yellow gray one, though.
What would
I'll
it
talk
look
to our manufacturer today.
like? Pop it?
But
I'm sure he's got them.
Twitch, I keep going to call it TwitchCon. That wasn't it, but we are going to go to that at some point. But it was a really cool day of getting to hear from executives at Twitch about different things you can do with your channel, how you can grow your channel, how to collaborate with other people. And then we went into like these icebreaker rooms essentially. So it was like, think about Zoom, but then you'd randomly get placed into a room with other streamers.
A breakout room.
But there wasn't like anyone in charge at Twitch when you were in your breakout room. And we would have to like play a little game. We played Never Have I Ever, and it would pop up on the screen. And it was so fun meeting everyone. We met someone who he storm chases. His username is Storm Chaser IRL. And that's
real life?
Like legit what he does. He storm chases. We met that guy who does he
He has a setup where it's sketch comedy but you don't see real people. You see a cartoon duck that goes
He's
along with
based
the words,
here.
and he's based in Seattle. Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We hopefully will collab soon with some people.
People spend so much money on poppets.
Stop.
This is a whole new world that I didn't know about. So this thing is expensive, huh? No, but they also sent, if you saw my Instagram post yesterday, they sent some blue blocker glasses. So I got these bad boys.
You look very 70s. Take off the hat.
Not right now. There's not a lot. There's a lot going on up there right now. Are we getting the call or not?
I don't think so.
Okay, because then we have to say goodbye. Say goodbye.
No, every time you say that, I think of Mickey Mouse Club.
What is that? No, I know what the Mickey Mouse Club is, but I've never actually seen anything they do. I wasn't invited to the club. I wasn't a member.
Didn't have Disney as a kid? Not even in the summer? Like,
What do you
that's
mean I
what
didn't
kids
have
will
Disney?
never understand, the Disney Channel.
I did. I wasn't a big Disney Channel person.
Like, we only got Disney Channel in the summer. It only showed up on channel, like, 29 or 30, whatever my cable was.
Okay, you sound like my mom, who used to tell me all the time, when I was growing up, we didn't even have TV overnight. The TV just turned off.
My parents
Which is
said
a
that.
crazy concept.
Yeah.
To think of. I could go to YouTube TV on my phone and watch anything.
Yep.
Whenever I want. But there was a time in the world where the TV was just like, all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Turn this fucking thing off. Also, speaking of YouTube TV and the internet and the way things work now, yesterday, Twitter came to my rescue. I don't know if you saw my tweet yesterday, but I was trying to not show how annoyed I was until I found the answer to my problem. But I was trying to watch Yellowstone because they had a 2-hour season premiere on Sunday. I wasn't going to watch it that night, so I wanted to watch it yesterday. And I went to where I recorded it in my YouTube TV library. And I went to episode 1, and it gave me this like 15-minute behind the scenes special. Not episode 1, which also ruined the first episode for me. Then I went to episode 2. I was like, maybe it's all in episode 2. And it was like 10 minutes of the end of the show, which also ruined episode 2 for me. And I tweeted, I said, is there any way to watch the actual thing, or do I have to get, because I know they're really pushing the Paramount Plus app. That's like the big show to get people to Paramount Plus. It's why you can't stream it anywhere else. And someone on Twitter responded and said, for whatever reason, those 2 episodes were saved improperly, I guess, in YouTube. And they're in the extras. So basically what happened was someone at YouTube, whoever was responsible for like...
This is why people need to turn off the TV at night and go to sleep.
For whoever was responsible for putting things in the right categories or labeling them properly, it looks like they switched the extras in the episodes.
Can you click there? We're getting a phone call.
Oh, we are. I can click there in a second.
Okay, hold on.
And where can you get the first season of Yellowstone? I think the only place you can stream it, if you don't buy it on like a Amazon or something, is Paramount Plus. Okay, what are we waiting for?
A phone call. I'll tell you in a
Okay.
second.
I
I
was going
can't.
to say the person's name when they...
Yellowstone gives me so much anxiety that I've decided not to watch it. But Anthony was watching it yesterday when I got home from dinner, and I proceeded to ask him 50 million questions.
Yeah, Carla Marie watched the first 2 episodes of season 1, and then yesterday was season
Peace
4.
out. Too much anxiety.
And decided to ask me how everything got from where she watched and left it off to season 4.
Yep.
But yeah, Twitter came to my rescue yesterday when the person told me to check the extras and what they were titled. And I actually tweeted at YouTube because they responded.
They do always respond.
And they're like, hey, we're seeing that from a couple people. We're working on it. I said, well, this is what I did. And someone on Twitter suggested it. And they said, thank you.
I love Twitter for this. Someone came at me last week because I tweeted at FedEx Help and was like, FedEx Help, like I can't get in touch with anyone. My packages are missing. And someone's like, oh, just tweet it into the internet to a bunch of strangers instead of calling. I said, hey, jackass, I tweeted FedEx Help. And I don't know if you know this, but this is how customer service works in 2021.
It absolutely is.
They fixed it.
Yeah, the YouTube account that actually responded to me was Team YouTube. So again, it's more of like a customer service facing. What did you do here? Hold on.
Call from Michael Giovanni.
Oh, jeez.
Hello?
Hi.
Good morning, Alyssa Marie.
Morning.
So, your child, my great nephew, baby Michael, turns 1 this weekend, and Anthony was like, "Can he even talk? He's not even going to remember his birthday party."
Both things are true. Well, I don't know if he can talk or not, but I don't think he's going to remember his first birthday party.
Well, that's what pictures and videos are for.
That is what pictures and videos are for.
Yes.
But imagine, so that's not the point though. Let's go to can he talk or not? Because I asked Carla Marie if he can talk, and Carla Marie's response was
Yes, he says ba 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 ba.
okay, which isn't talking. So can you confirm or deny whether or not your child can talk?
He can say dada, and he says grandpa. He says umpa.
Yeah, he does say
Right.
grandpa.
So it doesn't say grandpa. He says, what does he say?
Well, that's his definition. That's his way of saying grandpa.
Yeah, Anthony had the whole conversation of, do we need to correct people if you know what they're trying to say?
I think when you're talking about babies, yeah, you probably should.
So, can he speak on the phone right now?
Michael, you want to say hi to Aunt Carla? Say hi, Aunt Carla.
Hi, Michael. I heard him say something. Hi,
No,
buddy.
you didn't.
Hi, buddy. Do you miss me?
He's just looking at the phone and laughing.
Michael, can you laugh with the sound, please, mister?
Say dada. Tell Aunt Carla, dada. Where's daddy?
This is going really well. This is why you don't put babies on talk shows.
He's killing me, Smalls. See?
That was your niece.
No.
No, it wasn't.
What was that noise?
Michael, because I picked him up.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Also,
Say hi.
nothing. Also, Alyssa called me yesterday. Anthony
He's
witnessed
waving.
sheer panic on my face because she calls me and I go, hello. She's like, Aunt Carla, Mima let Cody out of the house and now he's missing.
And Mima's Mama Marie.
Mima's Mama Marie, Alyssa's grandma.
There's a lot of translation in this family.
Cody is her cat. And I was like, by the way, she's calling me on the other side of the country, which she had already called other family members. And I mean, she was panicked. Anthony's looking at me. I'm like, the cat is missing. So at that moment, I was like, I need to move back to Jersey. I need to be there for moments like this. But Cody is safe and sound. But it was a
How
I
long
wasn't-
was the cat gone for?
Well, I wasn't nervous at first because usually he'll just run out and go into the bush in front of our house, and like I go outside and grab him. But this time he was out for like 45 minutes, and Ashley and Sal came and they couldn't find him. So then I started panicking. He was gone for like an hour.
Oh wow! And who found him? Did he just walk back?
and Ashley.
Well, and Ashley went outside to go on the phone with Angelo because it was too loud in the house because Michael was screaming.
And Angelo is Michael's dad.
Yes.
Yes. And Ashley was on the phone with him. He walks by her.
Huh. He was just like, "Oh, I'm back, guys."
So
Yeah.
can't miss him. He got his tail chopped off a few years ago. He looks ridiculous.
Well,
Yes.
Alyssa, thanks for hanging. Thanks for trying to get Michael on the phone, and enjoy the birthday party this weekend.
Thank you.
Okay, love you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He's
I don't want to
fast,
talk
yeah.
about it. It's making me very sad.
You don't want to talk about what?
That I
Whatever.
can't
We'll
go.
just send some-
Actually, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to a Raiders game in Vegas. I'd much rather be there than a one-year-old birthday party.
We're gonna
Wow.
Michael and I are gonna have a party when I come home.
Yeah, go to Chuck E. Cheese.
That's right. I forgot I said that.
You gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yes, because I haven't been in years and I really want the pizza.
That's fair. You
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
Alyssa, I will see you later. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, bye. Say bye, Michael. No?
This kid
Oh, whatever.
sucks.
All right, we're hanging up.
Bye.
Bye. So really quick, when we were in Jamaica last year, we were live on Twitch from
Oh, yeah.
Sandals and a Grill, and Alyssa Marie was in the hospital in labor, and they were watching from the hospital, and everyone in the chat, and Angela was giving updates
Yeah, that's
as
right.
to what was happening, and it's crazy. Here we are a year later. This child is massive.
There is a question in the
Yes.
chat from Tacoma Swift. She said, "Wait, what happened to the cat's tail?
Yeah,
the cat
not-
that went missing that we were talking about a second ago."
I said his tail got chopped off a few years ago. So one day, so my niece used to live with my sister, her mom. They all lived in the same house with her cat that she got in college. And Cody went walking by, and his tail was just like a cat's tail is like this. It was chopped here, like
Like it was
half,
hanging?
just
or it was
chopped
gone?
and bloody. And they were like screaming, like, "What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh my god!" And they have no idea. They took him to the hospital and they like clipped it, and now he's just got a
A
nub.
little nub?
But
Is it like a thumb sticking out of his butt?
it's like Shallow Hal kind of, like a
Okay.
little nub. But he, they think two things would happen because, as you see, he runs out. So like they think that he ran out of the house and maybe coming back in, someone didn't know he was there and closed the door and it got cut in the door. But that also doesn't make sense because then he'd be stuck in the door.
Did they ever find the other part of the tail?
It was still attached.
Oh, okay, it was. Okay.
The photos are disgusting.
No,
but
thanks.
they think that maybe one of the dogs may have done it, but they didn't hear a fight. Like, no one truly knows.
So he
But
just lost his tail.
Alyssa's so sad because she's like, I love, like, you know, when any cat owner will know this, when you pet the cat and you go, like, all the way to the top of their tail. She's like, I do it. It's just a... So, yeah.
That's actually pretty funny.
So as you're petting your animal today, enjoy their full tail.
And with that, we will see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Remember, there's only 7 days left from this very day that I'm saying this. If you're watching this down the road, I don't know. But there are only 7 days left for our merch store to be open. A lot of the things that we are offering now will not be available if we do another merch store down the road. So if you like something, pick it up. The one thing that we are hoping sells a lot of is the little shot glass.
Yes.
That's up there because that is the official Hype Cup. It's what we'll be drinking out of instead of those things hopefully soon when they get printed and sent to us. So definitely check it out. Like Claire just did in the chat, you can type ! And the word merch, or you can go to youlookgreat.co. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, the description or the link is in the description below.
And our beanies get here today, so check our social medias for the beans.
And we've got to see if Carla Marie's getting bait and switched for this used car deal.
I might.
We will
yeah,
report
we'll see
back
what
on
happens.
Thursday.
Okay, bye.
Oh, and good luck, Robbie.